Would you like to have a super heavy guitar impulse pack for free? Stay here. Hello, my friends. My name is Amner Hunter from amnerhunter.com, Amner Hunter Studios and Guitar Matter. Thank you very much for being here and welcome to this video. This time around, I want to share with you a guitar impulse pack. I have collected these guitar impulses files through the years, and I have put together this folder with all my favorite ones, amazing impulse responses for guitar, for heavy guitar. Mostly, if you don't know what an impulse response is, please go ahead and check that video. I'm gonna put the video down below, or you can check the video right here. I explain in very detailed way how do they work, how you can use them. So stick with me. I'm going to explain how I use these impulse responses in my recordings and mixes. All right. So okay, I have my Cubase session open here. I have a backing track, right? Let's check it out. All right, I have recorded this guitar riff 3 times, okay? I have recorded a left and right track. I have panned all the way to the left and all the way to the right, both of these takes. The first way I recommend you to use the impulse responses is with free plugins. I think that you don't need paid amplifiers or impulse response loaders. There are plenty of those as well, but there are also a lot of awesome free amplifiers. I'm gonna be using for the purpose of this video the Emissary plugin. All right, this is an amplifier head. It's awesome. It's I don't even have to move the knobs here. They're all gonna stay at noon. The second plugin that I use to load impulse responses are Nadir from the company STL Tones. All right, so both of these plugins are completely free. I'm gonna share with you this folder with all the impulse responses, and you can go ahead and load those WAV files. All right, this is the pack, amazing impulse pack. All right, sometimes you're going to find a file like this, and sometimes you're going to find the folders with some files in it. You're just gonna choose an impulse, and you're going to choose the same here. All right, the same impulse response in both of these sides. By the way, you also can combine impulse responses. All right, with this knob that you have right here, you can balance how much of the left or right impulse response you want on your sound. Okay, for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna use the same impulse response on left and right. It's the G12K impulse, right? That's the name of the file. And I'm going to turn on both of these plugins. This amplifier is gonna be with the knobs at default mode, all right? And I'm going to do the same on the other channel, right? On the right channel. And by the way, these guitars are DI files, all right? I plugged my guitar directly into the interface and I recorded this tracks. This is how they sound without the plugins. Okay, let's load these plugins. Okay, and with the next part of the riff, it's going to be the same. I'm going to turn on these plugins to compare these different impulse responses. I loaded a different one here, right? I'm going to choose another one. For instance, this one right here, it's called impulse. I'm going to choose the same on this side. Okay, and the same for the last one, all right? I already have loaded here and this Satan tone impulse response. Okay, and this is one way that I use impulse responses on individual channels. Basically, with impulse responses, you have a lot of possibilities to get the sound that you want and the sound that your mix needs. The other way that I use impulse responses is on the group channel, right? I send these individual tracks, mono tracks, to an stereo group, right? And I call them guitars. You can basically, with the same plugins, run these impulse responses in this way. You turn on the plugins. You have here this control where you can set it up to stereo, right? And this is how they sound, all right? So the sound is gonna be affected on this track, not on the individual with this method, all right? Okay, it's a very awesome way to achieve great guitar sounds using these guitar impulses. And another plugin that I have here that is completely free is Kefir. I recommend you download this plugin as well. It's very easy to use and very practical. You just load the impulse response here, right? And you can change the impulse response in real time, and the signal will get affected, and you will know very easily how that impulse response works or not works on your track, right? Let me show you how. So I turned off Nadir and turned on Kefir, okay? Okay, and that's the way that I use impulse responses on my mixes and recordings, right? Very easy with free plugins. You are able to achieve amazing guitar tones, okay, without spending a lot of money, because these impulse responses were made and created in the very professional environments, all right? Very professional, high quality signal chains, all right? And they are able to capture that signal chain into an stereo wave file, and we can use them with these impulse loaders, all right? So there you go, my friends. Go ahead and download this folder that I have collected over the years. I put together the best ones that, for me, personal opinion, and I'm sure that they are gonna be very useful for you. Just try it and jam on them. Please let me know in the comments if they are useful for you, all right? Make sure to check out amnerhunter.com, my new website where I have tons of free content for you, okay? I have some free ebooks that are going to be very useful for you and your home studio and guitar environment, all right? So thank you very much for watching, my friends, and see you on the next one, all right?